You're a white-spotted wedgefish, and you like to spend your time on the bottom of the ocean. What's it like down there?
It's beautiful. There's so much life around us. I like to spend time in the sand, soaking up the warmth, watching the beautiful coral reef fish swim by down here.
Your front half looks more like a ray, and your back half like a shark. Which one of the two do you identify with most?
Even though I look like a shark, I belong to the ray family. All of us are actually called the rhino rays.
Are you afraid of sharks?
When we're a little bit littler, yeah, we definitely want to kind of stay away from them. But once we get to, adult size, they don't really bother us that much.
And you have this lovely long nose. What's it useful for?
Yeah, so my lovely long nose is probably one of my favorite parts about me. It helps me kind of find these yummy benthic invertebrates and crustaceans and other fish that I get to eat. And so it lets me kind of snuffle around on the sand looking for basically my next meal.
Do you have any predators?
I do. Probably the thing that we're most scared of is the humans. A lot of my friends and family, they get caught up in all of those fishing lines that they put in, and then we just don't see them again. Sometimes we don't see all of them ever again, and sometimes we just see part of them. The humans seem to really like our fins, and so sometimes they just cut the fins off and leave the rest of us there, which makes it really hard for us to be able to swim and breathe, and yeah, they're really scary.
So when you've had your fins cut away, you're still alive?
Yeah, they don't really kill us beforehand. They just do it while we're alive, and when we get thrown back in, we need our fins to be able to swim. So we just kind of sink to the bottom of the ocean, and we love laying down there, but not like that. So we slowly start bleeding out. Other things come to eat us. We can't really fend for ourselves. We can't breathe. It's a horrible way to go.
What are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of that we kind of take care of our habitat. Us wedgefish are kind of important. And I don't say that in like a, hey, look at me, I'm a big boss kind of way, but I mean like we make sure that, there's not too many of one animal around so that the other animals can't take care of themselves by either having homes or having enough to eat. So genuinely, we look out for our habitat.
Do you ever worry about the future?
Definitely. So I live in the Great Barrier Reef, and the reef isn't really doing that well. Things are starting to change. I see more and more of the coral starting to turn this ghostly white color, which that's not what it normally is. Usually it's full of life and it's really colorful. You've got these really annoying crown of thorns starfish, and they're eating all of the coral. It's kind of like a buffet for them. And that's another reason why home is kind of starting to change. And it's getting hotter too. Like many of us are swimming elsewhere to find cooler waters. It's a bit depressing.
What's your best feature?
Well, I like to think it's my snout. And not so much the shape of my snout or anything, but what's actually underneath. I have this superpower that can actually sense the electrical pulses off of like animals. And so even though I can't see them, because my head's kind of big and my eyes are up there and what I want to eat is down underneath my mouth, my snout can be like bzz, bzz, and then I just get to eat whatever it is that my snout kind of points out to me.
If you had a message for us, what would it be?
Oh, there's so many things that I'd want to say. But I think probably the big message would be kinder to our oceans. The oceans do a lot for humans. They feed you, they give you clothes, they quench your thirst, they generate oxygen. It shapes sometimes your identity. And she's given a lot to you. She's given a lot to us. So how about humans give a little kindness to our oceans and take care of them? Protect those wild spaces so me and my friends can give you a good show when you come diving and take some photos of us.